In this video, I want to show you and walk through how to properly set up a YouTube ad campaign inside of Google Ads. So whether you're new to it or an expert or you're very familiar with it, there's a lot of moving parts, there's a lot of options and buttons that you can choose when it comes to setting up YouTube ads. And sometimes it can be confusing, like what does this setting mean? What does this option mean? And so I just want to really clarify what each section means and how we go about setting up those campaigns. I happen to run a YouTube advertising agency, and over the last 5 years, we've launched like over 5,000 YouTube ad campaigns in hundreds of different markets. So we're very, very familiar with what works and why it works and how it works, even though there's been a lot of changes coming on. So again, I'm going to clearly and quickly walk through how to set up and launch a YouTube ad campaign and really what each button is, what it means, and why we choose to hit certain settings. So with that being said, let's dive in. If you're to this point, I'm making a couple assumptions, and there's actually some pre-requirements that you need to have. You need to have a URL of the landing page. This is the page that you want to be sending traffic to. Number two, you need to have the URL of the YouTube video that you're wanting to promote or that you want to advertise. And number three, I'm assuming you already have conversion codes set up and tracking so you can see how it's working. So assuming that all of those three things are done, with that, when you create a new campaign inside of Google Ads, you get several options, right? So like, what's your goal? Is your goal sales? Is it to generate leads? Is it to get traffic? Or you just want to get lots of views and brand awareness? Normally, for most people, they're looking to use YouTube to drive leads, like let's say either leads, sales. If you want to go the branding route and you just want to get a lot of impressions and a lot of cheap views, I would go with the brand awareness and reach. But again, for the most part, at least for our clients, we're looking to drive them high quality leads and sales. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the lead route because that's what we want to do. And then the next step is you have your conversion goals. Like, what is an actual lead? And in our case, we have this book appointments that we're going to be running to. So I can kind of remove these different goals because I already know what our main one is. It's to book an appointment with us. So that's our goal for this in this situation. For you, what is your goal? What is a lead to you? So with that, I hit continue. I'm going to go, there's like two types of YouTube campaigns. There's the in-stream ones, the ones you can skip after 5 seconds, or you could show them on discovery, the ones that show up in the search, in the feed. These are going to be in-stream ads. So we'll hit continue. The campaign name. This is important what you name your campaign, because if the better you can name, the better structure your naming is, then the more clarity you can have when it comes to seeing if it works or not. So what I like to do is, what's the name of the offer? What's the audience? And any specifications to the campaign. So for example, the purpose of this campaign for me is I want to drive applications or apps. So I'll do apps. And then I know that the audience that I want to target here is going to be an in-market interest, specifically in the advertising space. And then these are going to be the videos I shot, which is basically a talking head. So now I know what the offer is, I know what the audience is, and I know what the type of creative that we're using. Also, it would be important to know, like, geographically where are these being shown, right? So we could do USA. But now, and when I go, if you create a lot of campaigns, you can quickly see this is the offer, this is the audience, this is the type of video it is, and the geolocation. That's our naming structure. I would encourage you to get very specific with like what exactly this campaign involves. Lead form. Lead forms are these forms that you can show up where people can submit their information right there on the ad. You can do that as well. We've done this in the past. We get really, really cheap leads. The challenge is they're not very high quality leads. So viewer discretion is advised if you want to go this route. I'm not gonna do a lead extension on this one. And the next is your bid strategy. If it's a lead, how do you want to optimize the campaigns? there's really two options, right? There's target CPA or there's maximize conversions. So basically, you're saying, do you just want to get as many leads as you can with maximize conversions? Do you want to maximize that? Or do you want to get a specific cost per acquisition goal, like a $10 cost per lead? If you hit target CPA, you need to specify what that target cost per conversion is. I know for newer campaigns, I always like to start off with maximize conversions, and I normally don't switch to target CPA unless I'm already getting like 30 conversions a week within that campaign. So if it's a new campaign, if it's a new offer for you, I'd stick with maximize conversions unless you already have a proven offer that's already crushing it. Stick with this. And then the budget. The budget, it's a common question. How much do we spend on ads? What's the daily budget? I like to say you should 5x or 10x your target CPA. So for example, if I want to get a $10 cost per lead, I'm going to set my daily budget to either $50 or $100 a day. And that way I know I should be getting around 5 to 10 leads a day on this. So with that being said, I'm just going to set the daily budget to 50. And then the next one is your network, right? So these ads will be showing on YouTube search results. These will be showing on YouTube videos and also the display network. Unfortunately, you can't choose which ones you want to do. And then obviously I want to show this in the United States. I want to be showing this in English, so pick your language. It shows up there. And then inventory type. I usually keep it standard. Sometimes, depending on the comfort level of your brand, you can do expanded inventory. And basically, this is going to show ads on all types of content. You can see like there could be profanity, there could be graphic type of content, there could be violence. Your ads would show up on that content. Standard is kind of like right there in the middle. And if you're like more conservative and you really don't want to have your ads showing on any type of content that could be explicit, you want to choose limited inventory. So that being said, then I go to, are there any types of videos that we want to exclude? And I try and exclude embedded YouTube videos and live streaming videos. Usually, you're saying I don't want my ads to show up on these types of videos. And the reason I choose those is if people are live streaming, they're not in that mindset to like engage in an ad. So I don't even want to waste their time and my ad spend on them. And same thing with embedded videos. I just preferably have these ads show up within YouTube. So I would exclude those two. You can exclude mature audiences if you'd like. You can kind of pick and choose what fits your comfort level here. Site extensions. We've tried this in the past. These are like these additional links outside of your destination URL that would link to your website. I know Google prefers you to do that. We haven't seen the best success with it because it gives the viewer more options to click on links that aren't what you're specifically wanting them to do. So I would just, my recommendation is to ignore that. And any additional settings. So, okay, now it says which devices would you want to show? And I go on here and I exclude TV screens. The reason being is, again, we don't have that high of a click-through rate when the ads show on TV screens. It's kind of more of people are in a laid-back mode. So really, we only show our ads on computers, mobile phones, and tablets. Frequency cap. We used to basically, you can say, hey, how many times do you want your ads to show to the same user? We used to say, oh, you should maybe cap 2 or 3 impressions per day. But with how the maximize conversion bid type works, I pretty much leave these blank right now. I really don't mess with it. I don't think it makes too big of a difference. If you are more conscious about this, you could say, hey, I only want to have my ads show 3 times a day to the same user, or 2 times a day, or you can say, per week. But it's kind of, everyone has their different preferences there. I don't even worry about it at this point. Ad schedule, you can say, hey, I want my ads to show all the time. You could turn off, only Mondays or Tuesdays or Monday through Friday. You can kind of get very specific to when your ads show. And then if you have any third-party measurement, you can add that there. Okay, so the ad group. The ad group is what I name the audience. So in this case, I know that I'm going to be showing my ads to an in-market interest. So in-market interest, and it's going to be advertising. People interested in advertising. So that's the name of my ad group. Again, this gets important. The more campaigns you create, the more ad groups you have. You want to have a really good naming structure in place. Demographics. This is we get to pick and choose who you want to see it. So if you only want females to see your ads, that's great. In this specific situation, I'm going to choose like male, female. It doesn't really matter to me. I also want to have an older demographic seeing these ads, but not too old. So in this case, I'm going to pick anyone between 35 to 64 will be seeing these ads. It really doesn't matter if they're a parent. And then I'm also going to exclude the lower 50% of household income from seeing these ads. That way I get an older demographic. I'm able to show the ads to people who can afford our services or our programs. But each industry is different. You pick and choose what demographic is best for you. Audience segments. Okay, this is who is going to see your ads. There's different areas. You can create custom segments based on keywords or interest or websites they use. If you have you can also have like your data, right? So this is basically your website visitors, any YouTube users, if you have any YouTube subscribers, your YouTube viewers, any customer list that you've uploaded. This will get really specific. This is kind of considered a warm audience, right? In my case, this is a cold audience. I'm targeting in-market interest. I'm going to go here to browse in-market segments, and you can choose like what's the relevant industry for you. In my case, it's going to be in the business industry. Business services and advertising and marketing, right? We have an offer. It's going to be for marketers and people in the advertising industry that want to grow their business. So I'm going to make this as my audience. So I've picked that. I'm advertising to people interested in advertising and marketing. And then, you can optimize for the targeting. Basically, Google will target more people more likely to purchase from you. Advanced settings here, you can get specific. So within advertising and marketing, you could add specific keywords that people are searching for or that the videos they're watching. So you can pick certain keywords. You can hit specific topics. You can do specific placements. Now, it's important to note that per campaign, I only recommend you do one type of targeting per campaign. So I wouldn't do a mix of, hey, we're going to show placements and topics and in-market interest. I just pick one relevant audience and go with that, at least per ad group. You don't want to have mixed a bunch of new stuff in there. So again, one campaign, one audience, and you can have multiple videos inside each ad group. But that's what that looks like. And then you have your video. So right here, I've got my YouTube video that we're going to promote here. I'm going to paste it in there. And then the URL that we're going to drive traffic to. I want to drive traffic to this landing page right here. I'll copy and paste this. And then you can put your call to action. So your call to action is this button right here. Learn more is always a good one. Pick what one you think is best for you. The headline is what people are going to see. So again, we want to help people launch YouTube ads. So I'm going to have, hey, launch YouTube ads. You only have 15 characters, 10 characters for the call to action, 15 for the headline. So be mindful of that. It can get tricky. And then for the long headline, put something that shows the benefit and has this good, that, creates curiosity, that creates interest. You can put your long headline and a shorter description so people can get more context. And then your URL options. If you want to add UTM trackings or any type of additional third-party tracking, you could throw those in here. And then the name of the ad. So the way we shot these ads is this is advertising the YouTube Ads Incubator. This is this program that we have. And this is, I shot 3 different variations. This is hook number 3. So I'm going to name my ad based off what is in the ad, hook number 3. And then if you have a specific image that you want to use, you can upload that image and it will create like it kind of just gives you that extra real estate to see what it goes on. So you can either just use the auto-generated one from the channel, or you can upload a specific one that you'd like. And then that's it. You hit create campaign. Now you've got the settings, you've got the budget, you've got the bid, you've got the audience, you've got the ad group, you've got the actual ad, the creative, and throw it in there and you hit create campaign. And that is how you set up a YouTube ad campaign. Okay, so when you get all the stuff ready, you've got your settings, your budget, your bid, your audience is working, your ad is working. You hit create campaign, and then it's good to go. Your campaign is ready to go. Now, really, it's just a matter of having Google go through it and watch the video and make sure that's all good. But ads should be running within, could be 15 to 20 minutes, and sometimes it takes a day to go through the approval issues. But that's how you launch a campaign. Hope you found this useful. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comment below. And thank you for watching. Take care.